We're going to be spending some time talking about resilience, both psychological resilience and physical resilience. One of the many benefits of being older is that we have more of this crystallized intelligence, right? So a history or a data bank of experience that we can draw from to respond to life. And it doesn't even peak until our 60s or our 70s. So that older and wiser thing is a real thing. But like with any muscle, it's a move it or lose it kind of situation. So we're going to start with a very simple question. Do you believe in yourself? Okay. That's maybe a big one. Do you believe that you can handle what comes at you, what comes your way? At every age, we have problems, developmental problems, issues, or situations that cause us uncertainty. Some of these are growth problems, like how will I get the money together to go to college or to send a child to college? And some of those problems are more associated with unexpected events or adversity. So someone getting sick, losing a job, that kind of thing. And in later years, we still face both growth problems and adversity problems, like unexpected financial setbacks, adult children who maybe aren't doing as well as we would like, a spouse who is ill. Maybe we're still working and we're finding that really hard, right? Or maybe we're trying to figure out a retirement plan. In terms of resilience, there's a shorthand for all of these, though. We can ask ourselves the question, do I believe in myself, right? Why don't we ask that question now? On a scale between 1 and 100, how much do you believe in your ability to get through right now? That's effectively what resilience is, the ability to use your strengths to get through what comes at you. If you are not at a 50+ percentage, why not? Okay, there is a lot that is great about our older years, from being less self-conscious to savoring more to grandkids to more time to reflect, right? But a lot comes at us in these years too, and you do need to believe in your ability to get through. Take a minute now and think about what's coming at you right now. If it's a lot, you can even make a list. If it's one big thing, just make a note of it. Do you believe you can handle that? Here's the beauty of your crystallized intelligence. You've gotten through tons of things already before, right? You may not have thought much about it, you may not have given yourself much credit for it, but you have. By the time we come into our 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s, we've gotten through plenty, right? And that is why older people are actually considered to display more resilience than younger people, proven. Okay. Many of us are more resilient than we think. Take a minute and see if you can think of something that you got through in the past, right? That offers us a little evidence that, yes, you do get through stuff. Again, you can make a list of these things, all this evidence that you have of your ability to meet challenges or manage hard stuff, right? Or you can pick one big thing that was really hard. You'll typically find there's a lot more there rather than less when you start to actually think. Sometimes it's a challenge to take on and we do it, something like that maybe. Sometimes it's a really big win and we feel a sense of pride because we did it, right? And sometimes it's just general adversity. You weren't looking to maybe gain ground, just trying desperately not to lose anymore. That's winning ugly, right? Meaning, okay, that actually could have been a lot worse, but I kept going. Winning ugly typically doesn't feel like winning, right? And it tends to feel really ugly, right? Okay, and yet the resilience that you employed to get through that remains a thing to celebrate. You know how to do this. That's what I'm trying to show you. So what skills, strengths, habits, or supports have helped you to get through things in the past? Answer these sentence stems. I got through that because I am. I got through that because I did. I got through that because I was careful to do and maybe not do. And I got through with the help of, okay. Now, what of that can you use directed at what's coming at you right now? Might take a little bit of tweaking, of course, but remember your past grit and use it. That's what I'm saying. There's a link there to a really good resilience scale, and you can answer a few of those questions, and you can take note of where you're really good at bouncing back. And you'll also see which questions feel a little less bouncy for you, okay? And these might help you to maybe figure out which of your resilience muscles needs a little more exercise? So for example, one question is, I feel proud of the things that I have accomplished in life. On a scale of 1 to 7, where would you put yourself on that? If you're between a 1 and a 4, get busy. Are you ignoring some of your accomplishments? Are you fixated on specific things you didn't do, right? Are you focusing on mistakes? Why aren't you bouncing like you should be there? Okay, here's another one. I have self-discipline. Scale of 1 to 7. Where are you on that? Maybe you're great at that, or maybe that's one you need to be strengthening a bit. Here's the last final one to think about. It's okay if there are people who do not like me. How does that sit with you? That's a hard one for people. Have a look and see where you're good at bouncing. Any score 5+ are probably pretty good and are helping you right now. And see too if there are anywhere maybe you can grow a little bit, right? Maybe you're going to have to take a look at the people-pleasing or the self-discipline, right? Pull your socks up there. Either way, I want to finish and I want to tell you the words of one woman in a qualitative study that was focused on resilience development in our later years. And after a period of wrestling with the back and forth of adjusting to losses and illness and all that, she came to this. She said, "It is my greatest success at this age to think good about myself, to like myself in all of it." Can you think good about yourself? Can you like yourself? Because that will get you through most things.